Welcome. In this video I'm going to show you how you can obtain a so-called dominance score using Microsoft Excel. This is actually simply the proportion of cells that were below the hypothesized median minus the ones that were above. It's a very simple effect size measure that could be used with, for example, a one sample Wilcoxon signed rank test. So to show you how this can be calculated, I actually have in my own add-in a function for it that can do it straight away. But if you don't want to install that add-in, here's the data. I've selected in column A and I set my hypothesized median. Now I first determine the sample size. I'm using count A. Be careful if your column header is actually a number, then you should subtract one because otherwise it will actually also count that one. I need to know the number of scores that were above the hypothesized median and below, so the positive ones. So I do a count if on my column. I'm using semicolon to separate parameters. On your version of Excel it might be a comma. The greater than sign between quotation signs, then the and sign, and then the hypothesized median. Similarly for the negative ones, but then below, so the ones that were below the hypothesized median. I need these as a proportion, so I'll simply say, well, the number divided by the total number, and that gives me the proportion. I have here the dollar signs. If you press F4, you can actually toggle between different options, which means if I copy paste this down, the dollar sign in front of the 9 indicates that that 9 will not change if I copy it one down to a 10. And the E, the dollar sign in front of that, so I actually don't need it because I'm gonna copy paste it down, but it prevents it if I would copy it to the side from changing. I can just copy paste this down and that gives me then the proportion for the negative ones. The dominance score is then simply the difference between these two, and in this case it's minus 0.29. There's also a so-called VDA-like measure from Varga Delaney A. What that does is this is on a range of -1 to 1, and this actually puts it to a range of 0 to 1 with 0.5 being that they're both equal. So you simply add 1 and then you divide by 2. Alright, I hope this video was helpful and thank you for watching.